Have you ever observed someone accomplish something and thought, wow, they make it look so simple? They must be naturally good at it? Well, here's the thing, most people who do anything extraordinarily well did not come by it naturally. They learned it gradually. And the same is true for you. You do not have to be a professional to perform at a high level. What you need is the correct mindset, the right behaviors, and the determination to keep showing up, even when it's difficult. Being labeled as an expert is not synonymous with excellence. It is not about titles, credentials, or years of experience. It's about how you choose to be present right now, in whatever you're doing. Whether it's your profession, your relationships, or something as simple as making a meal or composing an email, the difference between average and exceptional usually boils down to one factor: effort. See, talent only gets you so far. You've probably met someone who was extremely talented but never really gets far with it. Why? Because they never stick to it. Consistency always beats talent. If you practice something for even 20 minutes every day, you'll accumulate countless hours over time. That's how ordinary people become extraordinary. Now this is where many of us get stuck. We're waiting for the proper moment. We don't want to goof up. We believe, I'll start when I'm ready. But perfection? It does not exist. The actual inquiry should be, am I better today than I was yesterday? That is it. Every mistake you make is only a step forward. Every endeavor is an additional brick in the foundation. And being extraordinary does not need you to completely redesign your life. Begin small. Want to become a better reader? Read 1 page each day. Want to get fit? Perform 10 push-ups. Want to become a better writer? Write 100 words. These small steps, taken day after day, are what create greatness. Big results are simply the sum of modest efforts conducted consistently. Let's be honest, motivation comes and goes. Some days you're excited, but other days you don't want to do anything. That is normal. The trick, however, is to rely on discipline rather than motivation. Discipline entails showing up even when you're tired, busy, or otherwise unmotivated. This is how momentum is built. Yes, there will be instances when you fail. However, failure is not the polar opposite of success, rather, it is a component of it. Consider learning to walk, bike, or drive. You stumbled, messed up, and learned. Failure is only feedback. It shows you what changes you should make to improve. People who succeed are not those who never fail, rather, they are those who never give up. One of my favorite concepts is the 1% rule. If you progress by 1% per day for a year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. 37 occasions. That is the power of small, consistent improvement, and don't forget how you speak to yourself. If you constantly repeating things like, I'm not good enough, or I'll never get this, you're limiting yourself before you even start. Instead, remark, I can't do this yet, but I will. That single word, yet, changes everything. Talk to yourself as you would to a trusted friend. Because your brain believes whatever you tell it. Excellence is not limited to the major things. You can put it into practice in your daily life. Write a deliberate text rather than a hasty one. Be present when someone is speaking rather than half listening. Cook with care, even if it's only noodles. When you put quality into the tiny things, it automatically extends to the big things. Finally, let's talk about passion. Passion does not imply that you will love every second. It shows that you care enough to persevere even when things are difficult. That is what transforms hard effort into something valuable. You do not need to be a professional to shine. People will notice if you put your heart and soul into your work. So, the bottom conclusion is that extraordinary performance requires years of training or even natural brilliance. All you need is the appropriate mindset, discipline, and a desire to continue learning. Excellence is not about perfection, it is about development. It's about turning up every day and taking the next modest step. Remember that every expert was once a beginner. What about your route to excellence? It begins the moment you decide to start. If this message resonated to you, please like it and share it with someone who could need some encouragement. Don't forget to subscribe to psychebites708 for more insights on psychology, motivation, and personal development. You have everything you need to perform anything incredibly well, even if you are not a professional.